Home Show.
Keith from Tomball has a question about vents. He's a little confused.
Well, he is, and the whole problem, Tom, began when he discovered some hail damage on this roof right here. Keith writes to us, he says, the insurance adjuster and the contractor did a roof inspection and confirmed the problem. The contractor feels there's insufficient attic ventilation as well. He suggested ridge vents and possibly a solar vent. I'm told my 40-year shingles are brittle for their 14 years they've been on there and their quality. He says they say that means it's due to poor ventilation. He says the existing vents are equally spaced near the top of the ridge, as you can see, and the 5 vents look to be 14-inch vents. I suspect there may not be enough vents, and I read exhaust venting should equal roughly 1 foot for every 300 feet of attic space. Does that ratio work in Houston? And what about attics with radiant barriers? Does ventilation affect my roof's lifespan? So he's got a bunch of them there for you, Tom, so you unpack that on your own.
Yeah, I can hit them quickly with the easy ones first. Radiant barriers do not affect the shingle life whatsoever. It does not make them crispy, and it doesn't do anything with attic ventilation. They're two totally different systems that do different things. Radiant barrier is a check. You must have one down here. It's perfect if he has one. Number 2, ventilation is important to get rid of moisture in the attic. It's not going to make your shingles crispy. It would get crispy on its own long before not having attic ventilation would do it. There are a lot of closed attic systems. As much as I hate a lot of the newer ones, the shingles don't get crispy. It's not a warranty issue, anything with the shingles. I think it was just probably not a very good quality shingle if they truly are crispy. Remember, we go back. He had hail damage. He's getting a new roof. He needs a new roof. It's from hail damage. Ridge vents, soffit vents, radiant barrier. Get a good quality shingle with a good quality warranty from a roofer that's like our Ideal Roofing Company. It's associated with a manufacturer. They happen to be GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractor. That doesn't mean you have to use them. We'd like you to at least call them. But the fact of the matter is it gives you that long warranty because they will make sure they follow all the directions from ventilation to anything else to where your warranty stays intact. And the warranties can go 30, 40, sometimes lifetime when it comes to years, 30 or 40 years. Now, the other thing is you have your ventilation system, you have your radiant barrier, you have your insulation, you have your new roof, you've got your warranty. That's what you're looking for in this. And as far as attic ventilation goes, we can get into formulas. The rule is 1 square foot for 150 square feet, not 300. That's for other parts of the country. That's old FHA standards, and that usually was for a underground, a crawl space or basement type home that's open, or a crawl space home, I should say. Mm-hmm. That's where that rule comes from. It's 150 square feet in the attic for Houston, and 40% should be exhaust, which means you need less ridge vent than soffit, which is intake, and the other 60% should be intake. But you can exceed that, and if you can, please do. That doesn't mean you have to add turbines, which is a real mistake. And I don't know if you'll need a solar vent or not. A good roofer will make that determination with the warranty package that he has to put together for you, because I can't see the other side of the house in this particular situation. I can only see the back side, it looked like.
Okay, so
get a good roofer with a good shingle.
Yeah, Tom's looked at your backside, and that's his advice. So,
and it looked fine.
Right. It's okay.
The backside.
Right. No, and when you talk about how much ventilation is needed, the thing about the ventilation is it's not going to be something where you can put your hand up, ooh, feel the breeze. You said, the air moves slowly to pick up the moisture as it makes its way out of the house.
If you look at the smoke test done on the testing, the air moves about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch underneath the roof deck. The only way you would feel it is to become very tiny, like SpongeBob SquarePants, and then stuff yourself up against the roof deck, and then you might feel a little air come by you. You're not going to see that in a normal situation. In fact, people go in their attics, and they go, oh, it's so hot up here. Yeah, because you want that hot air to slowly rise, hit that movement that's going up the rise of the roof line, and then what happens is it pulls the moisture with it. Like a sponge, it's absorbing it, like I referred to earlier. Okay. SpongeBob SquarePants. It's absorbing the water, and then it floats on out through the ridge vent.
And you can then be like Mr. Krabs and keep your money. All right.
Yes.
You got a
No,
question?
that's your job, Charlie.
Hey, I love my money. All right, you got a question? Go ahead. We love your questions, too. Go ahead and visit HomeShowRadio.com. Fill out that Ask Tom form. Send it in. We'll answer it just like this. We post a new one every day at HomeShowRadio.com, on our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. If you happen to be watching one of our videos on YouTube, you'd help us out a lot if you go ahead and give it a thumbs up when you're watching it.